We're going to Maine to go whitewater rafting. We're 23 minutes from the American border, and I kind of started thinking, what if 1,000 things? What if they split us up and they put us in different rooms and they interrogate us? But John is 100% convinced nothing is going to happen. We're gonna be just fine.
And where's your thing? It's right here.
I can't believe I got that on camera. Frig you. John, you've been saying it for 2 days. And I kept offering to just hand it to you. Do you want to carry my passport? Just carry my passport. Atlantic Travel Center. Welcome to the duty free. Ain't nobody going to the States but us. That was like, was it a minute? I don't even think we were there for a minute. Might have been 40 seconds.
When the toll booth was at the McDonald or McKay Bridge, it took longer to get across the bridges than it did.
He was like, nice off-road name, because we're in Ramble on the Jeep. We're like, it's a Led Zeppelin song. He's like, yeah, all right, have a good time.
Right.
So, we did not get arrested. Headlights must be on when wipers are in use.
They don't have daytime running lights.
John is obsessively washing the windows, the windshield. He does such a good job. We are 3 minutes from Katahdin General Store. That's where we're going next. I start to wonder if I should have brought, what are they called? Contacts. I do have contacts, and they're bifocal contacts. I didn't bring them. I would mostly wear them if I was going running and it was like just going to be a downpour of rain. Or if I was going swimming, I could wear the contacts. But whitewater rafting tomorrow, I didn't think about them until we were like literally leaving the house. Like we were 100 meters from the house, and I was like, contacts? And then I'm like, I'm not gonna do contacts, but I wonder if I'm gonna regret that decision. Got my new digs. You are here. I love these curtains. I absolutely love them. I would have them at my house. And here we have, oh my God. Like, we need to measure the size of this. This is like the perfect size for a house. Perfect size for a house washer dryer. But look at this bathroom. It's like something out of Hollywood. Like, look at this. Isn't that crazy? It's like a mirror. And this tub. What? Look at this tub. I want to be in that tub. Then you get this. But look at this bed. This bed is crazy. Big dresser. Don't go up there. Don't go up there. And then we've got a cute little living room. Beautiful secretary's desk. Beautiful secretary's desk. And TV. And a bunch of movies. And then you're back.
Perfect. That's all I need.
That's all you need. Oh, it looks like my name. Looks like I wrote it already. Like what is this for? Like what is happening? Oh wow. Okay, how are we micromanaging this? Am I gonna step here? That was a bad idea. That was a bad choice. That was a bad choice.
I thought this was for a rope bridge at one point.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. I am the age where you do not pass up a bathroom. If you pass one, you stop, you pee. Like you don't think, oh, I'll be okay. You're not gonna be okay. Okay. Oh wow!
Maybe it was slow motion.
Yeah. Oh sure. I'm gonna sit right here. Yeah.
That makes a difference.
He's off the lid.
Were you
I was my
So it is. Looks like it's 6:49. A runner just ran by. It's supposed to be 30 degrees today in Millinocket. We are heading over to I think it's called the Appalachian Cafe. I think it's called the Appalachian Cafe. So I'm going to bring you into the Appalachian Cafe, assuming I'm allowed to videotape in there. I want to be able to, remember these moments. But I'll go in and I'll see if I'm allowed to videotape in there. Appalachian Cafe. 6:43. I believe it opened at 6. Here we go.
Here we go. Have your other phone?
I do have my other phone. That is true. Okay.
So, mugs.
That was awesome. We got mugs. Show a mug, John. Mugs and stickers. Mugs and stickers. And I got a pumpkin. Not pumpkin. I got a squash. I got a squash donut. John got molasses donut. So, we're just gonna see here.
They're famous for their donuts.
They're famous for their donuts.
I had one last year.
John had one last year. Did you have the same one last year?
I don't remember. I just remember I thought it was amazing.
It's like the size of my head. Look at this. Is not an optical illusion. This is not an optical illusion. Look at the size of this donut. And I got the squash one.
Yes. There you are.
John said that he's excited to do this because it feels like we're at summer camp together. And in reality, we probably never would have been at a summer camp together. But here we are. We're summer camp together. We'll have to do this every year now. We'll have to do this every year.
Yes.
But when rafting,
Everyone I know that's done it has said it's just the best.
cool. All right. What we learned is we had rented wetsuits. She's recommending against it. I have to put socks and sneakers on and tuck my phone away. So this is where I say goodbye for now. And when you see me again, I'll be fresh from whitewater rafting, and I'll have stories to tell. Oh my gosh. So from here, we're getting on a bus. We're gonna travel 40 minutes on the bus. 40 minutes on the bus to where we're going. Don't bring water bottle, don't bring phone, take off your jewelry if you care about it. I'm just gonna wear my jewelry, I don't care. All right. See you in a minute. We have stories. We have stories. So I'll give a little rundown for an explanation for these pictures. John and I were placed with Allison. She was our leader. We were in a boat with 6 young girls, ages 15 to 19. We were given, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of instructions from Allison. Left side, right side, front, back, all forward, what to do if we fell in the water, how to stay safe if we fell in the water. She made sure everybody understood what was about to happen, that the very first bit of rapids we were about to hit were class 5. And it was going to be scary, but we were going to get through it one way or another. So this is us, 7 minutes into this very beginning of being on the raft. We hit this class 5 rapid. I guess we hit it pretty good, but then it turned us, it flipped us kind of sideways. We lost everyone on the left-hand side. So there's Allison in the back. There's 4 of us on the right, 4 of us on the left. John was on the left. John and 3 girls fell into the water right here. I just remember, you know, like we got hit and I, was still in the boat and I was trying to listen to what Allison was telling me to do. I got my paddle ready to go and she's like, hey, all forward or, right back or whatever she was saying. And I was doing everything I was absolutely told. I remember looking up and the left side of the boat was gone. Those people were suddenly now in the water. You can see, John kind of going in right there. Um, the danger is when you're in the water, there's rocks. And you could get a little scuffed up. John, in fact, did get scuffed up as well as I think 2 of the other girls. I think the other girls were more shaken than anything. They were, when we finally got them back into, back onto the side of the bank, They were quite shaken. They were crying. Um, so they're in the water, and Allison's getting the rest of us figured out. She's directing the girls. There's three girls ahead of me, and she's directing them to go to one side or the other. She's yelling, swim to me, because we were instructed if we saw the boat and we're in the water, we were supposed to grab the line on the outside. There is a kind of like a rope around the boat that if you could get to it, hang on to it, and one of us will pull you back into the boat. But as you can tell right here, everybody was kind of, they just kept getting farther and farther away from the boat. There was no real chance to grab onto the boat. I remember seeing one girl kind of swimming for her paddle. Allison was literally yelling, swim to me, and the girl was completely ignoring Allison. The girl was swimming for her paddle. It was, she was kind of hyper fixated on the paddle. I think John said at one point he was the same way. He was like, I don't want to, he was holding on to his paddle. He's the one in the white helmet right there. Um, yeah, you can't see him there. There's somebody had lost their paddle. I think we ended up getting it, but John had said he was underwater quite a bit. He doesn't remember seeing the boat at all. And then when he did pop up and looked around, he said the boats were so far away. So there's two girls there. I remember looking up, and one of the girls' faces was just pure terrified. Um, and it really affected me to see her that scared. Like she was kind of on her back floating at that time, and she was just so scared. So you can see that's us, and they're just so far ahead of us there going down um, through the water. I was convinced that everybody was going to be fine. They're wearing life jackets and helmets, and you can't tell here, but up ahead it is quite calm. You can't see in this photo, but up ahead I could see there's calmer waters, like right up there, like they're going to be fine. They'll get to the calmer waters, and there was another boat too. You can't see it, but there was another boat up ahead of us that they didn't capsize. They didn't have it lose anybody. So between our boat and the other boat, we knew those people would get picked up. Um, but I I really don't remember any of this part here. I just remember head down. Allison's telling me what to do. I'm paddling the way she tells me to. You can see the other boat, and you can see the four little heads out of the water. The boat did pick up everyone, and that boat there had another couple and six girls from the summer camp. This is a picture of us coming down something they called the waterfall. John and I had gotten out at that point when he got injured. His leg got injured. We got in the vehicle with one of the guys. He drove us in a truck to the lunch area. We had lunch. Then we got back in the boats at the lunch area. Some of the girls just kept on going. But we opted to opt out of the the next class 5 rapids. Now this I think was a class 3. So Allison took us down something called the waterfall. I expected a waterfall. I expected like a little waterfall, like a little dam, and we'd go across the dam and down this little concrete gradual slope waterfall. That's not what this is. Just a rock waterfall is what it is. And it was so much fun. Her instructions here were everybody paddle, and then when I tell you to, grab onto the middle. And I think at this point she had told us all to just grab onto the middle. There was ropes in the middle of the boat, and just hang on. And that's what we did. And this was the best. You can see us kind of going up, and we're gonna hit this great big wave. It's just gonna crash right into us. It was absolutely so much fun. I'm in the back there with the white helmet and the blue shirt, and we're about to hit this big, beautiful wave. We go down and then we come up. The girls in the front got completely smashed with water. This was so much fun. I just I can't recommend this enough. So yeah, you can kind of see here um, that the water was all in the boat, and I'm just completely enamored with that. I believe I even I think I turned around and I said to Allison, "That was so much fun." And there again in the background there, you can see the other boat. This is us, pretty close to the end of it all. We're just happy-go-lucky, um, so happy. It was so much fun. This is us, going down the river. This is us right at the beginning. So you can see the actual capsize point here. Literally, for me, the next, I don't even know, like 8 minutes are a blur. Like after this, the only thing I remember is seeing that girl in the water and how scared she was. And the next thing I knew, we were over by the bank. That's all I remember. So you can see how quickly, um, they go under the water, they pop back up. Like that must have been so scary. The girls were crying. The 3 girls at this point, when they finally got out, I think all of them opted to get on the bus. So John and I went with a guy in a truck. The 3 girls that actually fell out with John, they got on the bus and they went to the lunch spot too. John and I got back on the boats after lunch, but only think 2 of the girls got back on the boats after lunch. And the other one didn't. She didn't want to. But they had their legs pretty scraped up by the rocks and stuff. 100% would recommend this again. I can't wait to do it again. It was a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'd do this part, but I definitely start the lower river.
A little bit of cardio.